Hey guys, welcome to Flip the Deck Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to be finding out what goes through their mind when they see you. So whoever it is that you're thinking about, we're going to look into what goes through their mind and what some of their feelings are when the two of you see each other. So we have 3 readings to choose from today. We'll be using the beautiful images on these cards to make our selections today. So for reading number 1, this is the image. For reading number 2, here's a close-up of the image. And for reading number 3, here is a close-up of the image. I am going to go ahead and put your timestamps down below in the description box. I'm going to hop in with reading number 1, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, number 1, if you were drawn to this image, this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out what goes through their mind when they see you. So I'm going to put your card off to the side and we'll take a look at that at the end of the reading. How about we see what the message is on the other side of that card at the end? For now, I want to flip this card here and kind of get an overview of the energy and what's going through this person's mind when they see you. So we have card number 21, Freedom. Okay, I think when this person sees you, I get the feeling right away that they might think a lot about breaking free in some way. It feels like this person wants to break some kind of boundary. I feel like there might be a boundary in their mind when it comes to this connection, and they want to break away from that. This could possibly refer to distance between the two of you. So I'm seeing like borders. This could be borders separating countries or separating states, or that's just kind of a way to represent distance. So I feel like there's this kind of feeling like something might feel caged to this person and they want to kind of like break free from that cage. Both distance and mindset might be a factor in your connection. So this might have something to do with the way that this person views the connection, or kind of like a mental block or a mental barrier that they have in terms of this connection. If it's not just the distance, but it feels like there is something that they want to break free from when they see you. For some of you, I'm getting that this person only sees you through pictures now. Which is kind of interesting, or they haven't seen you in a while. I feel like I'm seeing somebody kind of either looking over old photos and reminiscing, or they only see you through like maybe pictures you post on social media or pictures that someone else has shown them of you, is kind of the feeling I'm getting for some of you. So let me know down in the comments what that means. But yeah, it was coming through as even though we're talking about what goes through their mind when they see you, I'm picking up on, for some of you, they only see you now through pictures, or have only seen you recently through pictures. I feel like they wish that they were free to express something to you, or every time they are near you, they feel this desire to open up and to express something, to kind of break free, to break out of almost like some sort of restriction or chains is how it's coming through. So I'm not sure what that is, why this person feels restricted. This might actually be news to you, because if this is a mental barrier when it comes to this connection, this can just be hangups that they have, something going on internally that you might not even understand or see like what the problem is. In some cases, I'm feeling like there might be something specific about your connection that makes this person feel like they have to be reserved. Like they have to remain appropriate in some way. Like they might not want to overstep a boundary. Well, let me back up a little bit. They want to overstep that boundary, but the boundary is in place. Like they're aware of the boundary. They view it as a barrier. They view it as something that they would have to get over in order to talk to you the way that they want to. I get the sense that you make this person feel secure enough to open up. And Yeah, so it's a little bit weird because it's like they have this sense of freedom around you. There's something that makes them want to be free. There's some amount of like a comfortable feeling that makes them want to be free. Yet there's something still that feels restrictive about this. There's something like I can feel the desire to break free from something. Yeah, I think that you may have had some really deep conversations with this person. They may have opened up and shared things with you, or they would like to. I feel like when they see you, they automatically want to tell you everything. Like, even if it's just they want to tell you what's been going on in their day or what's been happening in their week so far, maybe like catch you up if it's been a while since you've seen each other. But I kind of get the feeling that when they see you, it's difficult for them to hold back. Like they instinctively feel so free that it's hard for them to hold back. And it almost feels like they feel the desire to share things with you that they wouldn't share with other people, or that might seem inappropriate for some reason. I wonder what that is. But I mean, I am kind of like getting this feeling that this person wants to break the rules with you, whatever that means, or that they do break the rules with you. Like when they see you, they might go outside of what is the norm for them. They might find themselves kind of like opening up and sharing things and discussing topics that they wouldn't typically talk about with someone, or sharing personal anecdotes in a setting where they don't usually get very personal is like the feeling I'm getting, because the bottom line is they feel like they can really be themselves around you. So it's almost like they just automatically do, if that makes any sense. Like they start to become more of themselves, whether they actually feel comfortable doing that or not. It's almost like it might be against their will in a way. Like you just bring this out of them. It might be too with this person that they get the urge to kind of like forget about their schedule or forget about their prior commitments and just get lost with you. It's like they see possibilities with you because being around you, it's almost like it gives them a burst of energy or a burst of clarity in some way. I'm feeling like you help this person to realize what they really want. So when they're around you, it's almost like all the lights come on, like all the switches are flipped, like they come alive in some way, and they're thinking about this. They're really thinking like, hey, I just want to go. I just have this feeling of like get lost with you. So there's kind of a feeling of like I want to run away with you, and it might not be anything that severe or that permanent, but they definitely want to drop what they're doing and just hang out with you. They get lost in conversation with you. They lose track of time around you. Um, they might want to like take a really long lunch or whatever it might be. Like just forget the plans of the day. Forget like, oh, I said I would meet my friend over here. I'm gonna tell them I don't want to anymore because I'm like so into this conversation. So definitely something that's going through their mind when they see you is they want to forget the world, is kind of how it's coming through. They want to forget about like their responsibilities, and they want to just be free. They just want to run away in a way. um it's almost like whether it's intentional or not, you seem to push this person to start creating what they want out of life. Like you push them to even imagine what it is that they want out of life. So they feel more freedom when they're around you. They feel even just more freedom in the way that they are thinking and the way that they're viewing the world. I do feel like if that's the case, I feel like this could be kind of triggering for them because, on one hand, when they see you or when you're around them, even when they think of you, I'm hearing, they feel really limitless. They feel like the boundaries have been broken down. They feel like the possibilities are endless. and they feel like they want to explore some kind of deeper connection with you because you really open up their eyes, is what it feels like. But on the other hand, for some of you, it feels like there is some sort of wall or barrier or boundary, and it's like it's an obstacle for them. So I feel like this really could be triggering because they are really thinking about how they can be more free to be around you, to spend more time around you, to share and express things with you, and almost like they just want to shrug off any prior responsibility. But at the same time, that feeling of wanting to be free just reinforces whatever boundary is keeping them from being able to do that. So yeah, I can see that could be a little bit triggering for them, because it's like, hey, come here, come into this world or this way of thinking, and then it's like, oh, but I can't because of this. So you really bring that out of them. You bring out their want to be very free. And I feel like this might be something that this person didn't realize they craved so much until they met you. They didn't realize that they craved that freedom, or that kind of, it feels like whimsical energy. Like, I don't know if it's something about you. Like, do you have like this really whimsical, maybe spontaneous, or kind of just like a breath of fresh air type of feeling is what I'm getting. You kind of, you bring that to them. So, it's made them open up. It's made them open up their idea to new possibilities. And at the same time, it's making them see what barriers are in place exactly, and what an obstacle it might be to get over some of those barriers. Yeah. You make them want to connect. And somehow, when they see you, a lot of what's going through their mind is all the ways that they aren't able to connect with you the way they want to, or all the ways they don't feel free to do that. Whatever restrictions are in place, they're thinking about those restrictions. I wonder what that is, because obviously it's going to be different for everyone. Why they feel kind of restricted, or why they feel like they can't get to you the way that they want, or they can't get as close to you as they want. I feel like this person feels like maybe leaving something behind to move closer to you, whether that's literally move closer to you, or just like energetically move closer to you, just spend more time with you. Really interesting energy. Let's get some more cards here and see what else. I just have my fun little oracle deck here. Let me see if I can. They're so small, they're actually really hard to shuffle. So let's see. Yep, a little challenging. Let's see what we can get. What goes through their mind when they see number 1? You know, something else is coming to me. If this is somebody that you maybe put up a barrier or a wall with, this could be that you put that barrier in place, and when they see you, they're reminded of that barrier that you put in place. You might have said that you don't want to talk to this person, or you don't want to communicate with this person until things change, or maybe you're not open to exchanging any sort of energy with them right now. That could be the case. So we have fun-shaped nuggets. That's a nostalgia card. So they might be thinking about good times that they had with you, times that the two of you shared, conversations you had, maybe a time when the two of you were more free to explore, to express. And we have sloth. Let's get one more. Oop. And we have Aurora Borealis. Okay. So this fun-shaped nuggets card, it really makes me think of like a playfulness. It's all about playfulness and imagination. I feel like that's kind of reiterating the energy that we had with the freedom card, because the freedom card is about kind of opening up to possibilities, and that can be utilizing our imagination, our creativity. They might want to create something with you. They might want to build something with you. but like we were talking about, you make this person dream, you make them see infinite possibilities. So when they see you, they kind of see, oh, it's almost like they are seeing the way that things could work out. They are seeing a future with you that they might really desire to have. It feels like they do. So they're seeing all the possibilities. They're seeing the way that this could unfold. I'm actually kind of getting the feeling that when this person sees you, it's a little bit overwhelming for them. It might feel like they kind of have to catch their breath a little bit, because it's almost like everything kind of unfolds right in front of, right in front of their eyes, but in their mind, like all the possibilities are unfolding, and they're thinking, well, what if this, what if that, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that, I wish we could go here or there or whatever. So yeah, I think it's a great feeling to feel that free and to wonder about all the possibilities. But with that little bit of restrictive energy that I'm picking up on, it might not always feel that great, because I feel like they can easily end up in a state of desperation, especially when they see you. I feel like this person might be somebody who tends to be more rigid in their thinking than you are. And it feels like you always challenge them, like you always present an alternative view, or you always have something cool to share with them. In a lot of ways, you remind them of what it is like to be a child again. They feel playful, they feel imaginative, they feel creative again. And I think that they feel like their life is kind of drab when you're not around. So when you are there, they're really thinking about how beautiful and how alive everything seems when you're around. It's like they see in full color when they see you. Things are brighter. Things seem, alive and vibrant. I also feel like with this that like you bring out their sense of humor, or the two of you laugh, or can sometimes like be kind of goofy around each other. With the sloth card, I get that same feeling of comfort or like relaxation. This person feels very relaxed and at ease around you. I think it surprises them. Like they think, oh, like I'm really comfortable. I didn't expect to be this comfortable. Like maybe they don't really warm up to people very, very quickly, and they just feel really comfortable around you, or they can share details about themselves, maybe deep details about how they feel about things, just sharing parts of themselves that they don't typically feel comfortable sharing. But this card also makes me think that something's moving very slowly. Either things in this connection are moving slowly, or this person moves slowly. Something's moving very, very slowly. This person might think about how slowly this connection is moving, or have some kind of regret about not taking action. Because I get the feeling too, they feel like they missed an opportunity. They feel like they waited or procrastinated on something. And even if it's just like a minor thing where they kind of feel like this could have progressed quicker had they approached it a little bit differently, is how it's coming through. Yeah, I feel like they kind of sometimes feel like they missed an opportunity, or like they continue to miss opportunities with you. Like almost like they were sleeping on it. Like there's like after they have seen you or they've interacted with you, they replay it and they think, oh, that would have been the perfect opportunity to say something or to do something, and I totally missed it. Like I slept on it. I slept on that opportunity. They feel like they sometimes hold back when they should express more. And I feel like this is the type of person that might do little things, like make small gestures to establish some kind of more solid connection with you. But sometimes they don't feel like the action that they're taking is enough. Like they don't think it's impactful enough. They don't know if you got it. They wonder, like, do they pick up on that? So it might be like a way that they try to flirt, or a way that they try to connect or move closer to you. And they're like, was that too vague? Or like just not obvious enough. They want to be more obvious is what I'm picking up on. And it's more of like that freedom energy. They want to be more obvious and more deliberate about what they're doing towards you, what they're even able to do with you. But then they feel like they miss the mark a lot of the time. Yeah. I think they feel like they were maybe too reserved or like they played it safe um, after they've interacted with you, or even while they're like, I feel like the two of you sometimes might be in the same room or something and they're feeling like this isn't really what I planned to do. I planned to say these things or to do these things and now I'm holding back. It could be that energy, or it also could be the energy that they feel like they waited too long to reach out or something, like they let too much time go by. The main thing that's jumping out to me here is that this person thinks that you are incredibly unique and rare. Um, I feel like this person likely thinks that you are very beautiful, very attractive, very handsome, whatever it might be. They're very focused on that. It's on like there's kind of a feeling of awe, and with that, I get the feeling of a little bit of intimidation here. So this person might be a little intimidated by you, or a little intimidated in your presence. So I think they become a little bit self-conscious around you, which is really funny energy. Because on one hand, they feel like they can really open up to you, but on the other hand, they think, wow, this person's so amazing. Like, am I good enough? Like, what am I wearing today? Like, do I look good enough? They look so good. Do I look good? Like, they question themselves a lot, but they think very highly of you. And I feel like this person is considering or has considered rearranging some aspect of their life for you, which is saying a lot, because it's that is not the typical that's not a typical thought that they have. Like I was saying, this person comes across as somebody who can be a little bit more on the rigid side in their thought process, and like they didn't even really know that they were rigid until they met you. I feel like you really opened them up. So for them to have a thought like that is very rare for them. Let's see what else we can get about what this person thinks when they see you. What does this person think when they see number one? What's going through their mind when they see number one? So we have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Okay, let's get another one. This third chakra the third chakra is a lot about our life force, and it can talk about like emotions of desire. So we also have journey. Yeah. So you might be at a distance from this person. Yeah, the third chakra can deal a lot with our desire, with an emotional type of desire. Also with self-esteem too. So this again can be kind of that energy I was picking up on of like, am I good enough? Do I look good enough? You know, do I sound stupid? I think this is also that kind of self-esteem issue, or that self-doubt that they feel is something I think that carries through after they've seen you. They kind of wonder, like, should I have said that? That was probably dumb, or I might have shared too much or something. But it's like, it's just that feeling of they felt free enough to say these things to you. So yes, this card specifically though talks about emotions of desire. And it can also talk about an increased amount of enthusiasm. So yeah, they feel brighter, they feel alive, they feel more excited, they feel I feel like it's like a hopeful energy. They feel more hopeful. Like, you know, if you have something to really look forward to, life's a lot more fun than if it's just kind of the boring day to day. So I feel like in some way you shake things up for this person and you just make them feel more excited about what is to come. They definitely have the desire to move closer to you. In a lot of ways, this desire that they feel is what's actually fueling them. It's like they're being fueled by the hope, by the possibility that this connection could evolve. Or could be repaired for some of you. It's like that hope, that idea that like we could fix this, things could be different, drives them. It's inspiring them. And then we have this journey card. So I feel like this person really might be at a distance from you, or feel that there is a distance between the two of you, a barrier of some kind between the two of you. And we were talking about that this person at some point has thought about changing their whole life around. So that could be, for some of you, a relocation. Maybe they've thought about moving to be closer to you. They might be considering visiting you. Maybe they've already planned this trip to visit you. This could be something that, like, for some of you, you may have run into this person or seen this person and it triggered them to want to plan a trip, like to come and see you deliberately. So I don't know really what that means. I'm trying to think, like, make sense of that. It could be like, let's say somebody comes back to their hometown and you're like, you still live in the hometown, and they see you and it kind of triggers them to like want to be around you more. And maybe they plan a trip to come back, or they plan for you to come and see them, something like that. And I don't even know if this is something that this person would express to you, but it's a thought that they have. To me, it's just a thought of wanting to get closer to you, wanting to spend more time around you. Whatever it is, you spark the idea of change in this person's mind, because that's what the journey card really makes me feel, is that something, they want to change something. They might want to change their location, but they want to make some sort of change in their life that would move them closer to you. Let's look at some tarot and see. What else? And I almost dropped the entire deck just now, so we could take that as some kind of a message, because I usually don't drop the whole deck, just a few cards. So that could be some kind of confusion that this person's feeling, or so many things they want to express to you, so many things they want to share with you. Okay, we have the Hermit. Yeah. I definitely feel that energy. And like I was saying, I'm just trying to like feel it out, because it's actually, it's kind of opposite energy is what's funny about it. So I feel like this might be something this person experiences, or some kind of frustration that they feel, because they do feel like a little bit closed off. They also feel like they want to break free. So it's interesting. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Let's get 2 more cards. What goes through their mind when they see number 1? 7 of Cups. And the Heart of Pentacles, that's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this person is in a phase of like deep thought and introspection, or they can find themselves in this place of deep thought and introspection when they see you. I'm kind of even getting the feeling that they might kind of zone out when they see you if they're not directly interacting with you. So it kind of depends on what your circumstance is. If this is somebody who just sees you like in a crowd of people, or they see you in like a more social setting, they might kind of zone out a little bit, and like go into this shell as they're thinking about all of these possibilities, thinking about what they want to say to you, what they want to share with you, how pulled to you they feel, because like really there's attraction here. They hold a lot back is what it feels like. So a lot of what's going through their mind is all the things that they wish they were expressing, and it's not coming out. It's just kind of running circles around in their head. But it does feel like you have a way of drawing this person out of their shell. But this person might also have the tendency to withdraw again, like as soon as the interaction is over. It really kind of depends on what's going on in your circumstance, but it might be like there are times you talk to this person and other times they're a little bit harder to get to for whatever reason. Like they withdraw again, and you kind of feel like, I thought we were getting somewhere, and then they've withdrawn again. Yeah, there's so much going on in their mind. That's the main thing. There's a lot going on, and it's not always something that they're going to express. And it does, again, feel like this person is restricted in some way, almost like they feel like they might be stuck in a particular scenario or stuck playing a particular role in your life, and they want to break free from that. It's like if this turtle wanted to leave its shell. Like it kind of feels like it's a heavy shell to carry, maybe, but like at the same time it provides this shelter. So it's a great place for them to hide, and then also a place that they wish they could stop retreating to at the same time. With this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it just feels like they're not sure if they can offer you the new beginning that you want, or the new beginning that they feel like you deserve. I do feel like this person might worry about their stability at times, like the stability of their financial situation, or maybe worry about the fact that they would need to start over. Because for some of you, this person has considered a relocation, and that relocation might require them to start over. They might have to find a new job, find a new place to live, find new friends, whatever it might be. So the idea of this is exciting to them, and it also kind of feels like it throws their foundation off in some way. There might be something they need to walk away from, and like something that they've built. So it's making them feel a little bit like they're not sure they can offer you everything that you deserve, which is kind of bringing up that feeling of insecurity again. So for some of you, it might be that this person views you as someone who's very, very successful, who's well off, has it all together, and they might not think that they can live up to that. They worry if it's the right time to take that step. And they're doubting themselves. When they see you, there a lot of self-doubt comes up. And to be honest, I'm not sure if this is something that happens when they're actually spending time with you, or when they're actually seeing you, or if it's something that happens right after. Because for some of you, I think it's something that happens after. I think that they open up, they feel more free, and then they have a tendency to retreat because all these feelings of self-doubt creep in. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on this Ace of Pentacles because there's something that doesn't feel complete about this. It kind of feels like it's not just, like they might not have this financial worry or this stability worry, but they really might have the worry that any kind of new opportunity or new beginning that they want to offer you might not be accepted. So they kind of feel like they want to hold back on that because they're not sure if you will accept that offer from them. They don't know if they just don't know if they're stable enough in some way. They don't know, what it could be. they could be afraid of making the same mistake again. So it's like, because this ace is offering a new beginning and some form of stability, so it can have to do with finances, but it can also have to do with like just the material world, like how you're going to live your life. If this person has made mistakes in the past, they might be doubting themselves a little bit. We were talking about with this third chakra and like the self-esteem. So this is kind of we talk about like willpower here, willpower, self-esteem, and even the ego with this chakra. So it's like they might have a little bit of doubt about whether or not they can come through. You know, that like even if they've decided and they're determined, they might feel like, oh, I don't know if I can do it, and I don't know if I want to like make this offer or bring this thing up if I can't live up to the expectation. And that can be your expectation or the expectation that they've set for themselves. They really see you as somebody who has a lot of options with the Seven of Cups. I think they see this scenario playing out in a number of different ways too. And sometimes they're not really sure how they want to approach it. How do they want to go about this? How do they want it to play out? With this Heart of Pentacles energy, which is the Queen of Pentacles, it's like they want to provide for you. There's something that they want to give to you, but they are doubting themselves over here with this this Ace of Pentacles. I can kind of see where their mind is and where they would like to be. They would like to be in this really nurturing and supportive role. They would like to feel confident enough and mature enough and ready enough, and they can doubt. They can doubt that. And that doubt is it clouds their judgment sometimes. So I feel like when they're around you or right after, when they see you, it's like their judgment is clouded. Like this giraffe, head in the clouds, like confused by all the options, confused by all the possibilities, excited by them as well. So definitely kind of a mix, a little bit of a roller coaster of emotions. Let's flip your initial card over and see what we've got here, and then we will wrap up your reading. So this card says, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. That is a beautiful way to end in this message. It's kind of making me think about some of the themes that we talked about showing up here. Like you kind of making this person's life seem more colorful, seem more alive. And I think they're thinking of you a lot. Like that makes me think that you're on this person's mind all the time. So if you're kind of wondering, like, do they only even think about me when we do happen to run into each other or something like that? Or are these thoughts that they only have when we're together? No, I think they have those thoughts about you all the time. And there's a lot of deep emotion here that they really may not have shared with you, because I get a lot of withheld energy from this, withheld information as well. So they might not have shared that with you. So yes, this is what goes through this person's mind when they see you. Thank you so much for letting me read your cards and for hanging out with me today. If you liked this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again really soon in another reading. Bye. Hi, number 2. If you were drawn to this image, this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out what goes through this person's mind when they see you. So I'm going to set your card to the side. We will flip this over at the end of the reading and see what messages this card has for you and how it kind of ties in with what we've got going on here. But first, I just want to flip your first card and see what we have for the initial energy of this reading. So we have transparency. Okay. This card automatically makes me think of honesty and communication, especially the color of it. So I'm thinking of the throat chakra as well. Like this person wanting to clear away some sort of energy around the throat, this person wanting to open up and communicate about something. So yes, there is a feeling that this person, when they see you, there's a lot that they want to say. They have the urge to open up and to be more honest about something with you when they see you. We'll see how the rest of the energy lays out, but I do get the feeling that there's a lot that this person wishes that they could tell you or wants to tell you. In some case, yeah, okay. In some cases, I feel like there's something in this connection for some of you that you might not have the full story on, or you might not know all of the details or all of the facts regarding how they're feeling, or it might be about something that took place in this connection. And when this person sees you, they have the urge to tell you like what really happened, or tell you their side of the story. For some of you, this is kind of odd. They want to be honest about something. So this could be they want to come clean about something. This could be a misunderstanding and they want to like clear it up. So I'm picking up on that for some of you. That probably won't resonate for all of you. And plus, I'm not even being helpful here because I'm telling you, you just don't know the details of it. So you would have to already know. Maybe for some of you, you've had that thought like, well, I guess I don't know their side of the story, or I guess I don't really know how they're feeling right now or how they were feeling at that moment. And this person, it's like they want to tell you. I also am feeling like they may have had the opportunity to tell you this and not taken it. And that might be why they feel so eager to open up when they do see you. Interesting. It does feel like there's something they wish they could say, but something's holding them back from being completely honest with you. I feel like this is, the funny part is like I get this feeling like this card doesn't always give me this feeling, so that's why I'm a little bit I'm surprised that the message is coming through like this, because of course like I always get the feeling of like communication. So yeah, this person wants to talk to you. So this might be a case where you see this person, but not necessarily in a setting where the two of you are going to have a conversation. Maybe you don't even speak. So when they see you, they want to talk to you. But I get an urgent kind of feeling from this card. So it's like this person urgently wants to speak with you. In some cases, maybe even desperately wants to speak with you. Like there's something they really, really want to tell you. And it feels almost like they've almost done this several times. And this might not even be in person that they've done this. It's like they've almost picked up the phone to call you. Or they've thought about sending a message of some sort and they stop themselves. If you've run into this person like somewhere and maybe didn't really talk to them, but you know, you saw them, they saw you, and then you went your separate ways, I feel like after that interaction, they wanted to, like they almost called you. For some of you, they did. I'm hearing for some of you, they did actually call you. Like you ran into this person and then they got in contact with you after. But like they wanted to talk to you. They wanted to tell you something that they didn't have the opportunity or they didn't have the nerve to say when the two of you were face to face, is kind of the feeling I'm picking up on. So it might be that they want to express some kind of feelings for you. I feel like this is stuff they've never opened up about before. And I'm also getting the feeling that for some of you, this is that they want to clear the air. So they want to bring clarity to some situation, something that happened. They want to apologize for something. They want to just maybe even ease some tension between the two of you. So there might be a need for real, honest communication in order for you to truly understand what they're feeling, and so that they can understand your stance as well. I feel like for a lot of you, when this person sees you, they think about pulling you aside and having a conversation with you. And it does feel like something that they want to have happen in private. They need this to be in private. They want it to be something that happens just between the two of you. So this is either like something very sensitive, like maybe something that isn't Like it should not be public knowledge, or maybe it's like some kind of deep feeling that they have, and they would be very embarrassed to try to express these feelings in front of anyone. It's like this person feels vulnerable when they think about what they want to communicate with you. So this might be the two of you need to hash something out, or they want to communicate some like very, very personal feelings. And I feel like they might even get very emotional about what they have to say to you. Like if they have this conversation with you, it's a very emotional conversation, or they feel very emotional when they think about talking to you like this. So it does feel like when they see you, there's this feeling of like, I wish I could tell them this. I wish I could say that. I'm wondering if for some of you, this is a person who has been transparent with you. Maybe they've taken this opportunity, because I kind of see that could be the case as well. Like they have the desire when they see you to be really honest, be very open, and communicate with you. Interesting. Let's pull some of these oracle cards. These are like my fun little oracle cards. The deck's super hard to shuffle though. That was actually a pretty good shuffle for how small these cards are. So let's see what else. What goes through this person's mind when they see number 2? Oop. Okay, we have sticker earrings. Let's pull 2 more of these cards and see what messages come out. We have snowstorm. Oh, okay, that's too many. That is way too many. Let me get these cards that I dropped. Hold on one second. Way too many to take. So let's try that again. Just one card, please. One card. There we go. Okay. So you had dial up come out. So first off, with this sticker earrings card, I'm immediately drawn to the ear itself. So I want to talk about that first. I'm drawn to the ear. So I feel like this is about communication. When this person sees you, what goes to their mind is communicating with you. They want you to hear them out. They want to tell you something. It's almost like they wish they could say something in a particular way that they would be sure you could receive it too. Like they might try to say things, but they want to just say it plainly. They want to say it clearly so that it's not like there's no room for interpretation and you'll understand exactly what they mean. This is also, to me, saying that they want to listen as well. They're willing to listen as well, which I think is beautiful energy in combination with this transparency card, because we're talking about like honesty and clarity. And I think this person wants clarity in this connection. So they want the communication to flow both ways. This isn't like they just want to tell you something and they don't want to hear what you have to say and they're not interested in your response, or they want to dictate like how something's going to go to you. It's not like that. They want to hear what's going on from you. They want to communicate. They want to share information. You also had 2 nostalgia cards come out. Both of these yellow cards are nostalgia cards. So this very well could be someone that you have history with. But when this person sees you, it's like they wish they had more time with you. Something about your interaction with this person feels or your interactions in general, it feels limited in some way to me. It feels like you don't see each other often, or like you only see each other for a short time, when you do see each other. It could also be that they feel like there's an audience when the two of you are around. So maybe when you see this person, there's always people around, and I just have a feeling that like what they have to say to you or what they want to communicate is for your ears only. So a lot of what's going through their mind when they see you is like they could be wishing that the other people who are present would go away. It could be like they only see you and like you're in a group of friends, or you're like in a work setting or something like that, and it's like there's always people around and they can't say what they want to say, or they can't act the way that they want to act. They can't be completely honest, they can't be transparent, they can't be their full selves because of something. And it could be a limitation on time, or it can be people around. This sticker earrings card, it talks about being very hesitant or being careful, having fear around committing. So this could be what they want to talk to you about. Maybe they feel like they pulled away in the past because of some fear. But for a lot of you, I think this person hesitates to have this conversation with you or to be completely honest. Yeah, it's like they do want to open up, but there is fear. There's fear of committing to saying what they want to say, because there's kind of this feeling that like once they've said it, there's no going back. It might change the nature of your relationship in some way. So this could be somebody that like, maybe this is a friendship, or like the two of you have been on friendly terms for a while and they're not sure if they want to disrupt that by telling you how they're really feeling. So it could be that the nature of the relationship would change. It could be that telling you whatever this is might change them in some way, and they're not sure if they're ready for that. Maybe opening up is really scary for them, and it's like going to take major growth and transformation in order to do that, and they're not quite sure. With this snowstorm card though, like I can see the thoughts that this person has. Okay, let's go back to, like, we're asking what goes through their mind when they see you, and like what I'm seeing is absolute chaos. Like what goes through their mind is, it's all over the place. It would be like, it would be almost like, for some reason, the image of a jar of fireflies is coming to mind. So I'm just like imagining this jar of fireflies, and the little bugs are flying all around in all different directions, and they might be trying to figure out how to get out, or just swirling all around each other. And it's like that's what's going on inside of their head when they see you. So many thoughts in so many different directions. Everything's erratic, everything is jumbled. It might be that they want to say so many different things that they contemplate, they change their mind. It's like it's all over the place. It's hard for them to focus too, is what it feels like. It's really hard for them to focus. It's like their attention is on you no matter what they're supposed to be doing. I am, for some reason, with this getting like a workplace vibe. For some of you, this might be someone you work with, or somebody who, like, you're seeing them in a professional setting, because I have a feeling that either this person likes to really like remain composed, like keep themselves together, or they feel that they need to because they're in some sort of setting where they have to keep some form of composure. But what it feels like is that they can't really focus when they are around you. There's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of things they want to say, there's a lot of feelings swirling all around, and they can't really focus. So they're losing their focus, and they are just fighting to remain in control. And they find it so hard to remain in control when they're around you. It's like they let you, or they let the situation between you really get in their head. And I feel like they're of two minds about it. they're, on one hand, they're like, I just want to say it all, just say everything I need to say for better or worse. And on the other hand, it's like, well, maybe I should wait for a better opportunity than this. Because, I mean, that's either that they never feel like they are presented with a great opportunity to tell you anything, or they are just sort of procrastinating because there is this fear of committing to making this move or saying this thing. So they're like waiting for an opportunity that seems better. I don't know if that opportunity will come. It could be that they're waiting for some kind of sign from you that this is okay. With this dial-up card, to them it does feel like this connection is stalled, or like something is moving very, very slowly, and they find themselves getting impatient sometimes, almost frustrated even with themselves because they can't focus, and they've got all these thoughts, and it's like, but still it's not progressing, still it's really slow. I feel like if you are old enough to have had experience with dial-up internet, then you will understand that dial-up internet required some patience. And if you have never experienced dial-up internet, then let me tell you, dial-up internet required some patience to deal with. So, you know, connecting to the internet could take forever, and sometimes it would fail completely, and like you just couldn't even get on at all. And and once you were on, it would take forever to load just a single page that was only text. You know, it doesn't even have to be a complicated page. It would take so long to load. And I feel like I'm getting that kind of feeling from this person. It's like, it feels almost like loading that next experience with you seems like it's going to take a long time. Like they feel like they should be jumping on every opportunity that they have to connect with you or to talk to you, because the time between those opportunities or between those interactions with you seems like it's really long, or like it goes really slowly, like time goes really slowly while they're waiting for the next opportunity, and they can get impatient about this. So a lot of what they're thinking about is like, I should take this opportunity, or I wish these circumstances were a little bit different right now so that I was able to take this opportunity, because it feels like something might stand in their way, that they just don't think that circumstances are right for them to I feel like this really is about communication. They want to communicate a lot more with you than they are. Let's see what else. What else for number 2? What goes through this person's mind when they see number 2? We have the Sun. Beautiful energy. That's really nice energy. This person likes being around you. One more. What goes through their mind when they see number 2? Okay. So we have the second chakra. This is Archangel Ariel, and this came out in reverse. So we will take it like that. Okay, with this Sun energy, like I was saying, this person likes being around you. They feel happy when they're around you, even if you're only in their general proximity and not even directly interacting with them. They just really enjoy being close to you, and they notice how much happier they are after spending time with you. So they're feeling more like awake. That's what the Sun is kind of making me feel like. It's like they feel more awake. Or something like that when they talk to you or when you're near them. The Sun can also represent new beginnings. So this person might want to start something new with you. They might want to clear the air. They might want to start over with you. I'm looking at this card, and it does kind of, it does kind of give me that vibe, because it's almost giving me like the vibe of cleansing something. Like if this was like some sort of cleansing bath or something, like wash all that stuff away, wash the past away, and start fresh, especially because this is card number 1 in the deck. So it's like the beginning of a new cycle. They might want to begin a new cycle with you. It's coming through as like you're a light in this person's life. When they're around you, they think about how much fun and how much enjoyment you bring to them. They might also feel like you cause them to self-reflect more, or like you put their ego in check in some way. That's funny. Yeah, there is this feeling that you put their ego in check, and that might have to do with like the way that they feel about you. Maybe it feels like a little bit of a kick to their ego or something, because like they feel kind of like you have a fair amount of control over them, or like they're just not really in control with themselves, or control of themselves. It's like you make them think about things. You make them think about things differently, and they feel, yeah, I'm back to this snowstorm thing. They feel less in control around you because they're not in control of their thoughts so much. I think they managed to scrap together some control over their actions, but in terms of what's going on in their head, it's kind of all over the place. So this really is like, it challenges their ego. They kind of like this about you. Like maybe they're in a position where people don't tend to stand up to them. It could be like they work where they're in a position of authority, or maybe they're just an intimidating type of person in some way, or a very self-assured person. You make them question all of that. You kind of, you throw them off balance a little bit, and they kind of like that. At the same time, I think it might be a little bit frustrating to them. So interesting. You make them think about things differently. This second chakra card, this Archangel Ariel card coming out in reverse, in its reverse position, it's like this person feels like they need to take more risks when it comes to you. They feel like they need to be more open-minded when it comes to the idea of intimacy or the idea of connection. And I think that's because they are looking for ways to become more transparent with you. So it's like they feel like they've maybe closed off, or like I think the feeling I'm getting here is that in order to be more transparent, let me think if I'm saying this the right way. They want to be more connected to you. They want to be more intimate with you. They want to share some form of intimacy with you, and they think about this. But at the same time, they know that it requires transparency. Like they can't get to that level with you if they aren't transparent, if they aren't honest, if they don't tell you how they're feeling. And I think that's why that card is in reverse, because this the second chakra is really talking about our desires in a lot of ways. Our sexual energy too, and our creativity. So if they're feeling that way towards you, it's like they feel like they have to open up, maybe communicate about this before they're able to express it. So right now they're feeling like they're not able to express some of those more intimate feelings, or some of those feelings of desire when it comes to you. Okay. The Three of Swords. Earth Mother and something else. Fluent. Innocence of Swords. And the Heart of Wands in reverse. Yeah. That's the same energy right there. That's the Queen of Wands in reversed, and I feel like that's really repeated energy, repeated feeling of what we saw in this second chakra card coming out in reverse. So, okay, for some of you, You really do have a history with this person, like I was picking up on. There might have been some sort of hurt or disappointment or heartbreak in the past in this connection, but to a certain extent, this person seems to be protecting themselves a little bit, and they know they are. These are some of the thoughts that they are that they're having when they're with you, because they know that they are being a little bit reserved, or they're missing opportunities. Things are moving too slow. They're afraid to commit. They're afraid to open up. At the very least, they don't want you to shoot them down. So they're just kind of protecting themselves. Again, we were talking about the Sun card and the ego. So this is Leo energy. It can be about the ego. So when we're talking about like being a little bit afraid of that rejection or that heartbreak, it's like they're protecting their heart as well as their ego when it comes to this. They're afraid that you could reject them or push them away. So they hesitate. This energy of transparency, I think, for them is about revealing their heart. And it feels pretty risky to do that. And then we have this Empress energy with this Earth Mother. So total side note, but for some of you, in addition to a romantic connection or instead of a romantic connection, there's actually some messages coming through about your mother. So this is like so off topic. I apologize, but I mean, it might not be off topic because you may be thinking of somebody else in your life when you clicked on this video, but I have to just say it because it's coming through. So this can be a scenario with your mother that would resonate for a few of you, but this is for some of you that may have had like a falling out with your mother, or your relationship with your mother has been strained. This could be referencing that relationship, or a relationship with a mother figure in your life, even older sibling. I'm getting probably older sister, but if that's the case for you, then I think all of these messages, it's just not in a romantic context. This person wants to communicate. They want to clear the air. They want to hear where you're coming from, let you know kind of what they think about it, but they are sort of protecting themselves. So that's for some of you. This might be about that. Yeah. This Mother Earth energy, though, Earth Mother energy, interesting that I said that, is really about, it's about that nurturing energy. So this can be someone, for some of you, you might have a child with this person, or you might be a parent, a mother specifically, but you can be a parent. This isn't gender specific. This is energy really about nurturing something. So this person wants to nurture this relationship, and they think about how they could nurture it. It's a nurturing and creative or kind of intimate force. Kind of just like the second chakra energy here. I see that hesitation again. It's like they want to nurture this connection in some way, but I see that hesitation energy again coming out in the Innocence of Swords. So this is the Page of Swords. The Page is willing, but very inexperienced. So this might be somebody who doesn't have a lot of experience with communication. They might not be the best communicator. They might be someone who holds their feelings and holds a lot back, and they just feel completely inexperienced when it comes to opening up the way that they want to. But I felt that frustration from them. So this might be about them wanting to move past that because it's starting to get on their own nerves. It's kind of how I see it. Like they're starting to bug themselves with all of this hesitation. They feel like they're wasting time. Again, like I was saying with this Heart of Wands, which is Queen of Wands energy, this is really, really repetitive here. Both kind of fiery energy and in reverse. So this is like their passions are reserved. They're more passionate feelings about you, whether that's whether this is about a romantic connection or not, because I think this person does feel passionately about you. Like they feel strongly about you, even if that is in a very, like it could be in a paternal, maternal kind of way. They feel very strong. They feel very connected to you. They feel like this connection is important, but they feel also like they're lacking the confidence to move forward the way that they want to. They're lacking the confidence to express those feelings to you. It's interesting because what I'm seeing here with the Sun card is it's almost like it's almost like you give this person the energy of the sun. Like you kind of light that fire in them. And if we wanted this energy to like flow from you to them, back to you, to them, and be like just be this beautiful exchange, it's almost like it gets lost somewhere along the way, because when the energy gets thrown over into their court, it goes reversed. It goes upside down. The confidence is lost. So it's like they do feel this, but the expression of it is hard. So a lot of what they're thinking about when they see you is how hard it is for them to express what they want to. Let's look at your initial card. Flip this over and see what message is on the back of this card. This card says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay. This really might be that there's been some separation here. There's been some time here. There's, I feel like it really is necessary to kind of trust that this will work out, because the fact that this person is getting a little bit irritated means that they might be taking a step and trying to bring in more of that transparency. So if this is a matter of you maybe feeling like, what is going on here? And like, how long are they going to take? Or are they going to make any move toward me? Because you might feel something, like when the two of you see each other, you might feel something, but you could also feel like they're not expressing. I think this is really encouraging, because this is like, just trust it. Like there's a process here. There's probably a method to their madness, and they're going to kind of like get this energy back, like get this confidence back, put the fear on the back burner, and let the passion of it, let the depth of it lead them. And I think the first place they're going to go when it leads them somewhere is to communication. And the communication is going to clear up a lot. I feel like it would be helpful for you to know what they're thinking and that they want to tell you. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave your reading there, number 2. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you enjoyed this video, this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like it, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again really soon in another reading. Bye. Hi, number 3. If you were drawn to this image, this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out what goes through this person's mind when they see you. So I'm going to set your card to the side. We will flip this over at the end of the reading and see what message this card has for you and how it ties in with the rest of the reading. But for now, I just want to flip over your first card and get kind of the initial energy and see what's going on here. So what goes through this person's mind when they see you? And we have number 37, Soul. Wow. Okay. That's really, really powerful energy. When this person sees you, I think that there are some really powerful and strong thoughts and feelings swirling around for them. It's like when they see you, something is almost activated. This is it's kind of a weird feeling. It's like something's almost activated inside them, and they're feeling a very deep soul level connection with you. Honestly, I have to be honest with you, I think this scares them, or at least it did scare them at one point, because I got I got weird just now. Like I was kind of picking up on the energy, and it's almost like an anxious feeling. Like um it feels good. It feels powerful. That's what it is. It feels like something that's so strong that it could also be a little bit scary. It could be a little unfamiliar. So I think that this is something that would scare them at one point, or it still scares them. Like when they see you, it's they kind of get freaked out a little bit. They might get very nervous. The strength of the feelings that they're having is surprising to them. I'm getting soulmate energy from this group already, and I think that their feelings, or the feelings they have for you, have confused or surprised this person. I'm noticing this is card number 37, which equals 10, the 3 and the 7. So I think in some way this person feels like you complete them, or like you round them out in some way. They also might feel like when you came into their life, some cycle or some phase ended for them and they were thrown into something brand new. And this might be, this could be a coincidence. This could be like you happened to enter their life in a time when things were in flux for them, when a lot was changing. Or this could be that the fact that you came into their life switched their perspective. It might have made them look at other things a little differently. I feel like in some cases this person might have been in a relationship when you first met them, or wrapping up a relationship, because it feels almost like, it feels kind of like they were made aware of some deeper level of feeling when you came into their life. So if they were like at the tail end of a relationship, I feel like you brought clarity to them, because they could really tell that like that wasn't the relationship for them, because the feeling that they have for you is something unique that I don't think this person has felt before. So that it might have brought a lot of clarity to them in terms of what they want. If they were pursuing other relationships at the time that the two of you met, they probably stopped talking to whoever else they were talking to, whatever other avenues they might have been pursuing, because there's something different about this. And I don't think it's something that they had ever felt before. Yeah, this feels very unfamiliar to them. It feels like entering unfamiliar territory. When this person sees you, they feel extremely connected to you. And I think in some cases I'm getting that they feel more connected to you than they think they should. What is that? That might be that might be because they don't feel like they know you very well yet, or like they haven't spent enough time around you to have developed such strong feelings. It's like they've developed these feelings nonetheless. Like even if they try, they want to make sense out of it. They want to talk themselves out of it. I think maybe at times they wanted to talk themselves out of it, because it feels like it's too strong, it's too much. Like maybe they're getting carried away a little bit, is what it feels like. But the feelings have developed. This could also be someone who hasn't seen you. Sorry, I'm really trying to like feel into this energy and feel what this is about. So this could be someone who hasn't seen you or been around you in a long time, and they feel like their feelings should have faded by now. Like they expected their feelings to have faded by now, but when they see you, all of those feelings come flooding back. So kind of like take that as it resonates. I just got the feeling that this could be someone that you have had a past connection with, and then maybe like reconnected with, or you ran into them. But it also could be something brand new. It's just dependent on whatever your circumstance is. But yeah, I was kind of feeling like this could be somebody that like thought they were so over you, they thought they could get over it, and now they realize that they can't. After seeing you, they realize that they won't get over it. And this can also be someone that just kind of feels like, I shouldn't even have such strong feelings. Like, where did these strong feelings come from? I've just met this person not that long ago. I've been with, like, they may have been in past relationships before and not had feelings this strong, and thought, like, they're thinking, how could this be? Like, I was in a, you know, like a 2-year relationship and I didn't feel like this, and I've only known this person for a short time and I feel so strongly. So I feel like they're wondering. I feel like this person is wondering a lot about, like, why do they feel like this, or trying to decipher what exactly these feelings are is kind of the feeling I'm getting. Let's get some more oracle cards from my fun little deck. I've been saying, like, I love this deck because it's different, it's a little weird, but at the same time the cards are really hard to shuffle because they're like really small. So bear with me as I attempt to shuffle these and drop cards. I actually dropped 3 cards, the number of cards I was going to take. So I think that these are the cards. So let's see what we have. We have this Grandma Mauve. Mauve or mauve. How do you guys say it? I feel like I always ask this whenever I see this card. Leave me a comment. Do you say mauve? Do you say mauve? Or do you not say it at all? We also have Ripple and Sleek Black. This pile is such a vibe. It's such a vibe. Like, I don't really know how to explain this to you. Like, just even how the cards are looking. So I feel like that might be indicative of your connection with this person in some way. Like, it's such a vibe. It's so cohesive. It goes together so well. It has a particular energy, a particular essence to it. Because this is, for some reason, this is giving me that feeling. There's something very pleasing about it, something calming, something very settling about it. And I feel like that's kind of just like the vibe of your connection. As I'm saying that, I'm realizing what the meaning of this Grandma Mauve, I'll go with Mauve, this Grandma Mauve card is. And it's really about feeling comforted and feeling cared for, feeling nurtured. So this person is very comforted by you. They notice that when they are around you, they're thinking about how caring you are, how loving you are, how kind you are. So I think they're just surprised over and over again by, like, your heart and you just showing this person who you are, kind of revealing, like, more and more of yourself. They're surprised by it. It might even be that they see you caring for others. So maybe when they see you, you're in this capacity of like a caregiver, of a nurturer. They might see you like if you have children, or if you're around children or something, it could be that they see you with children, or they see you interacting with other people, and they're reminded over and over again how kind and how caring you are, and they're thinking like, wow, this person is such a gem, is how it's coming through, such a gem. I feel like they think about how warm they feel around you, which is maybe a little bit of an odd way to say it, but that's what it feels like. It feels like warmth, and how much they feel like they belong when they're around you. It feels like they belong to something, or like they fit in. If this is someone you don't know very well yet, I just feel like the two of you clicked really easily and very early on. Because there's this sense of belonging, a sense of like being very familiar with each other, maybe establishing some kind of like particular way that the two of you interact, the way you talk, the way you joke, or something like that. they, I think what it is that they may feel like the two of you belong together. Um, Now here's something interesting. You may remind this person of their grandmother, as what's coming up, which is interesting because I got a mother message in the last reading. So weird. You might remind this person of their grandmother. You might have like similar interests as their grandmother or something like that. Or a saying that, like something you say or some way that you, something that just reminds them of their grandmother or a grandparent in general. Um, why do I get the feeling that some of you, like for some of you, your grandmother introduced the two of you? Or like you know this person's grandmother. This is very odd. There might be a family connection. Like maybe you met um, through somebody, like through a member of the family. It feels like for some of you, you could have been introduced by by a family member or something like that. Yeah. Um, there might be a family connection here. I feel like I feel like what's coming through here is that it felt to them like a ripple effect after they met you. Yeah. It felt like a ripple effect. So it felt like things started to line up, like they started connecting the dots. Um, Even when it comes to their own spiritual journey, it feels like things just started to make sense to them in some way. They may even feel, see, this might be what this energy is. They may even feel like a grandparent or like a loved one is overseeing this union, is encouraging it in some way. Or this could be your energy. This could be maybe a way that you felt like your grandmother or someone really special to you sent this person like into your life or is smiling down about this connection. That of course isn't going to resonate for everyone, but it's like I just can't leave that alone. Like there's something there, and I can't quite figure it out. So yeah, comment down below if you know what this is about, and you can like help me out. Um, when they see you, it's like waves go through them, or they get chills or something. And they think you are so, what is the word that I'm looking for here? They think you are so sensual. This person is highly attracted to you, and they can't help but stare at you. Um, they catch themselves staring at you sometimes. I feel like you may have caught them staring at you sometimes, and like they try to play it off, but yeah, it like they get a little bit lost. Another thing I'm getting from this, especially with this ripple card and this kind of energy here, is I just get the feeling that this person thinks or feels like this whole thing, this whole connection with you was divinely orchestrated in some way. So it could be this feeling of like a loved one pulling strings behind the scenes, or the universe lining things up just so, or your guides working to bring you together, something like that. But I do think that when this person sees you, they're having these deep thoughts. Like it's like it's on a deeper level. It's on a spiritual level. They're thinking about like all of the synchronicities. They're thinking about how things lined up in a particular way that led the two of you together. They don't think that they met you by chance. Something about this connection, it makes them sometimes think that Like, think about all of the things, all of the little details that had to happen to bring the two of you together. Like, maybe one of you or both of you are really from somewhere else. Like, you both might be from two totally different places, different countries, different states, something like that. And the two of you ended up in the first, like, in the same place, first of all, you know, and they think, like, what are the chances? Because they really feel that this is like a divine connection. So it's almost like, what are the chances? So either one or both of you may have moved from a different location to this place. Or it could be that, I don't know. I feel like they're really thinking a lot about the circumstances, like thinking about how things had to line up just perfectly for the two of you to even meet. And it could also be that someone introduced you, like maybe kind of randomly someone introduced you, and then they think a lot about, like, what if they had never introduced me? Because this feels destined to them. It feels like something that was bound to happen, and they're interested, and they think a lot about how it did happen, because it was like bound to happen anyway. But at the same time, it so easily could have not happened is what they're thinking. Yeah, they imagine kind of like, what if this had played out differently? But it feels like this is a ripple effect, or like it's a domino effect. Like, they think a lot about what events took place, and it's kind of like tipping that first domino. Like, first I had to move here, and you tip it, and then the rest happens. I moved here, I met this person, I went to that party, I met them, you know, whatever the circumstances, it might seem to them that it's unlikely that the two of you would have met, yet it's destined that the two of you would have met. So really interesting energy there. Let's look at some more oracle cards and see what else we can get. I just feel, again, like this is such a vibe. What does that mean? It could be that, like, the two of you, like, you connected over something, like you kind of, like, you vibe out together, or you just have a similar energy, or a similar, I had a word, I don't know, like aesthetic is kind of what, like a similar aesthetic, something that's something that just flows together very well, something that just goes together. Let's see, what does this person think about? What goes through their mind when they see number 3? What goes through their mind when they see number 3? Okay. So we have number 45, man holding a heart. These are romantic feelings, definitely, and the thoughts that they're having about you when they see you are romantic thoughts. Like, these are thoughts about wanting to move closer to you, wanting to move into more of a romantic relationship with you. They're thinking about making romantic gestures towards you. They might even be thinking about offering you some sort of gift. Maybe even some sort of commitment, asking you out. This card, the man holding a heart card, just makes me think of, like, the most romantic person, like, and the most romantic gestures. So whatever you think of as ultimate romance, if that's like planning special dates, giving gifts, setting up like romantic scenes and scenarios, love letters, all that, it's like, I feel like that's what this person is thinking about. This is somebody who wants to make an offer, because, like, the way I see this is This is his heart on his sleeve, and there's also another heart here. So this might be something that like he wants to offer, and this is his own heart, but this just feels like somebody who's very open and vulnerable. So they're really having thoughts about like wanting to be vulnerable with you, wanting to open up in that way, like wanting to express it. It doesn't even feel like they really have the desire to hold this back. For me, the main thing that has shown up so far about like feeling held back when it comes to these feelings is like how strong they are and potentially how quickly they came on. So they might have questions about, is this inappropriate? Is this weird? Like, will this person think I'm crazy? But it does feel like they want to offer you something and they're not really sure, like, they're not sure if it'll just come across like they're moving too fast. That's the only bit of hesitation that I feel. I think this person wants to ask you out, and when they see you, they're just thinking about asking you out. They're planning it. They're planning like when they can, how they can. They might not know how available you are too. That could be part of it. They might think that maybe you're still in another connection. They may have seen you with someone else and wondered if you might be in something now, or yeah. But they just want to, it's like they just want to offer you something. Let's try to clear this up because I've been taking 2 cards, so let's get one more card. What goes through their mind when they see number 3? Are you kidding me? Stop. 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 Okay. So we had a woman holding a heart come out. I feel like this is the most straightforward reading of the day. Like, the other 2 maybe weren't this, but let me just, what this person's thinking when they see you is that you're their soulmate, that you were meant for them, that you are supposed to be in their life, that all of these events have taken place to lead the 2 of you together. So we had like counterpart cards come out. They want to make an offer to you. They want you to make an offer to them. They want to bring this thing together. Like they want to make this solid in some way. I'm just seeing like this soul card with the counterparts right here. If there was any way to say soulmate, this would be it. Like just these 3 cards here, soulmate energy, 100%. I just feel like, did that really just happen? You guys did not get both of those cards with the soul card. It's total soulmate energy. It's total divine counterpart energy. They think that you're a perfect match. So when they see you, they think this person is everything I ever wanted. Almost like you were made just for them. Like in terms of looks, in terms of personality, in terms of like just literally every little thing you do. It's like the more they see, the more they discover, the more they're like, yeah, this person is right for me. And if this is somebody you've had like a past with, I just feel like that feeling never went away for them. And as much as they may have wanted it to, it just never would go away is the feeling that I have. Like, and then they've been reminded of it. I feel like if you ran into this person, they've been reminded of all of the ways that they felt so connected to you, or all the ways that they thought you were perfect. They've been reminded of that. And what I get from this energy, because it is very mature energy, I'm dropping cards again. Because it is very mature energy, I feel like this person has, like, they've kind of considered this, like, especially if there was a separation at some point, they've considered this. They maybe dated other people. They saw what their options were, and it was like nobody could really quite stack up. And if this is something new, this is kind of what they're going through right now. It's like nobody is going to be this perfect for me. Like it feels like they're like nobody is this beautiful or this handsome, or like you are the dream, and they can't think about anything other than that. Let's look at some tarot. Let's see. The Hanged Man. Spirit of Cups. That's the King of Cups. I feel like that's the man holding a heart card. Again, a lot of emotions. Two of Cups. Oh my goodness. Like I was saying, a very straightforward reading. Ace of Wands. Okay. I wonder how long, as I'm seeing like the cards that just came out, I'm wondering how long the two of you have been dancing around this. And maybe not expressing the depths of the feelings that you have, because it feels like there's not really much need for hesitation, but there might be something a little bit held back with the Hanged Man energy. I'm getting that feeling of maturity and careful consideration, like I was just saying, because the King of Cups is a very mature energy, emotionally stable and emotionally mature. And then we have this Hanged Man, so it's like this person has been a little bit stuck, maybe a little standoffish, and they've thought a lot about this. I feel like they had to consider this because the feelings were strong and the feelings were surprising to them, and maybe these feelings didn't make a whole lot of sense. They actually took the time to consider it, to think about it, to maybe even like weigh their options. Like maybe there's been time and they've had other experiences and they've met other people, and so it's something that's been considered. But there's nothing as good as this, is kind of like what I'm seeing here. There's nothing that is ever going to be as good as this. There's nothing that's going to feel as much like home as this does. They don't feel like they belong with anyone else. And I mean, I'm saying that and meaning two different things, but it sounds exactly the same. Like they don't think that they don't have that feeling of belonging. They don't have that sense of belonging, of fitting in, of there being a place for them in any other connection. And at the same time, I mean in a different way, they don't feel like they belong with anyone else. They feel that they belong with you, like that the two of you were meant to be together. I do feel like they held themselves back, but I feel also like it was for good reason. It was to make sure. In a lot of cases, it was to make absolutely sure, or it was to come to terms with all of this, because it's actually a lot, especially for someone that maybe hadn't considered this type of energy before. It's a lot. I feel like they may have written their feelings off initially as being silly or as being really rushed. Almost like, no, like there's no way I could fall for somebody so fast or so easily. And then they kind of sat with those feelings to see how they would develop. And it was like they developed. They just continued to get stronger as time went on. King of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. This person wants to get physical with you for sure. When they're staring at you, honestly, that's probably what they're thinking about a lot of the time. It's very mature energy, it's very emotional energy, and it is this counterpart energy with the Two of Cups having the man and the woman holding a heart coming out, and the Soul card. It just it just doesn't get any clearer than that. So I don't really know what else to say, but this person has a lot of passion and a lot of emotion, and that's what's going through their head when they see you, kind of sometimes in an overwhelming sense. So let's look at your initial card and see what the message is on the other side of this card. So this card says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Oh my goodness. Especially with the reference to the ocean and the water energy, and we have the King of Cups here, is just, and the ripple, which is water energy. Yeah. I have no more words for you, number 3. Now you know what they're thinking. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave all this soulmate energy right where it is. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you liked this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you really soon in another reading. Bye!